And welcome back to Wild Things Park in chilly Washington, Pennsylvania for today's second half of the PSAC doubleheader between the California Vulcans and the Mountain Cats up Pitt-Johnstown. I'm Gary Smith, joined on camera by Johnny Sakaguchi. And if you're just joining us, you missed a whale of a pitcher's duel in Game 1. California prevailing 2-0 in that game, but it's a different game. So let's run down the lineup. First for the UPJ Mountain Cats, Alex Glumack, the DH, followed by shortstop Jake Ansel, center fielder Tyler Smith, third baseman Lennox Pugh, right fielder Tyler Treese, who we saw come in relief, or not relief, but a pinch hitter. First base Chase Fargo, Matt Reese, Josh Reynolds, and Owen McKeevan. Their starting pitcher is Joel Coleridge, who is 2-2 for your Vulcans on the mound in Game 2. Typical second game of a Friday doubleheader. Dylan Broski in the first pitch at 2:59 is a ground ball right to the shortstop, over to first, and quickly one away. So one pitch, one out for Dylan Broski and his friends. Nice play by McCaskey. That'll bring up Jake Ansel, the shortstop. Saw him in Game 1. And just glimpsing at the lineup for UPJ, it doesn't look like there's any changes other than Tyler Treese going in at right field. First pitch to Ansel is outside, ball one. 1-0 pitch, swung on a miss. A little bit of heat brought by Broski there. Always enjoy when Dylan Broski pitches because he, like me, is a Brownsville native, although I'm a Hiller native, but in the grand scheme of things, we're both from the same hometown, and quickly ahead 1-2 ahead of the shortstop Jake Ansel. Ansel looks like he's taking his gloves off, which is a bold move on a 45-degree afternoon. 0-2 pitch, swung and a miss. And Broski quickly with the second out here in the top of the first. Looked like that was a fastball on the outside. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Tyler Smith, one of the leaders for UPJ. Believe he, coming into the doubleheader, he was leading UPJ in home runs, RBIs. First pitch, fouled out of play. Pretty good crowd here for Game 2 of this doubleheader. A little cold, but a big matchup, as we'll see in the PSAC standings, between the top half and the bottom half of the first. There's a ball outside, ball two, or ball one. And there's a shot down left field line, has the distance, but curved well foul, so allowed a ringing strike two, and Broski is ahead of Tyler Smith 1-2. Broski trying to use that momentum that Nick Riggle had in Game 1. Fouled over the netting, back out of play, just to the right of us here, just south of the press box here in Wild Things Park. So 1-2 is the pitch, or the pitch count. Broski deals, and a ground ball to second base, charging, fielding, and making the play, and that ends the inning. A nice play there by the second baseman, Anthony Venezia. So 1-2-3, go to the Mountain Cats. We'll be back after this break. You're watching Vulcan Baseball on CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
The Vulcans are back in action, and CUTV has you covered. Baseball versus Wheeling. Baseball versus Walsh. Baseball doubleheader versus Slippery Rock. Baseball doubleheader versus Mercyhurst. Baseball doubleheader versus Clarion. Baseball doubleheader versus Seton Hill. Vulcan softball doubleheader versus Gannon. Softball doubleheader versus IUP. Softball doubleheader versus Slippery Rock. Softball doubleheader versus UPJ. Softball doubleheader versus Seton Hill. Vulcan swimming dual meet versus St. Francis. Vulcan tennis match against Edinburgh. Follow all the action live on CUTV Sports 1. And for more information, check out calvulcans.com.
And welcome back to Wild Things Park. You see the PSAC West standings. That was before the first half of today's doubleheader, but you see UPJ, Slippery Rock, Cal U, Gannon, and Mercer all kind of fighting for that 2 through 4 spot here in the ever rapidly ending regular season here. So playoffs will be coming up. So every game, very crucial. 4-game series. Every team plays in conference each weekend, so a lot can change. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Anthony Venetia, is outside ball 1. On the mound for the Mountain Cats in game 2 is Joe Coolidge. He's a southpaw. 2-2 is his record coming into today's action. Second pitch, outside ball 2. Coolidge looks to have a bit of height to him, but not a lot of weight. Very thin young man out there on the mound. 2-0 pitch, high outside ball 3, so quickly ahead. Venetia has a chance to get the Vulcans rolling here in the bottom half of the first inning. 3-0 pitch, and that'll be a strike on the inside. So pure take by Venetia, making Coolidge throw a strike, but still has a hitter's count at 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch over the plate, and a nice pitch by Coolidge. Right over the heart of the plate, dipping down, so there really was nothing Venetia could do with that. So fighting back from 3-0, it's now 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch, first base, and California has their leadoff batter ahead. Said California won game 1, 2-0, but 2 hits in, I believe, 5 total base runners. So to get the first man on here in this bottom of the first here in the second half of the doubleheader is very good. As that brings up Nick Serafino. He is a change. He's in the Vulcan lineup. As there's a throw over. Serafino, a junior left fielder, batting 200 coming into this game. He has played in 14 games, started 6. So Serafino waiting. Now they're very worried about Venetia. Venetia 14 for 14 on stolen base attempts. And as we've known throughout the lengthy tenure of Coach Conti, he's a big fan of putting players in motion. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. And there's a steal attempt. Throws high, and that's going to be not in time. Stolen base for Anthony Venetia. And now California quickly has a runner in scoring position. So 15 for 15 is Venetia on stolen bases. And California looking to put some pressure on the defense of UPJ here in the bottom half of the first. 1-0 count now to Serafino. They throw back, or not throw back, but they look back. And we saw that kind of backfire last weekend against Mercier, so that move resulted in a walk. There's the 1-0 pitch, low, ball 2. It's definitely a much different feel in game 2 as the pitcher in game 1 for UPJ Hyde was dealing strikes in velocity. Coolidge, left-hander, doesn't appear to have the same velocity and is a little more wild, at least in the early part of the game. Pickoff attempt thrown into, almost thrown into center field, knocked it down. The shortstop, Jake Ansel, just got enough of it to deflect it and keep it from going into left field, and I would have given Venetia a free pass at third base. Keep going. Ball. 3-0 now, so the second straight batter falls behind 3-0. We'll see if the take is on. And it was. So same script as the first batter, just a 3-1 pitch, or a 3-1 count now. Full count. 3-2 pitch. Runner on second. Payoff pitch, fouled away. So fighting tough is Nick Serafino. I'd like to apologize if you're watching us live on YouTube or the PSAC network. One of the Magic happenings in Wild Things Park is around 3 o'clock on Fridays. All the internet is gobbled up by the businesses trying to end for the day. So even though we have a dedicated internet line, if there's no pizza in the box, you don't get a piece of pizza, even if it's reserved. So, and there's a outside pitch, ball 4. So California gets the first two batters on base by way of a free pass. And I'll bring up Jake McCaskey, the number 3 hitter in the Vulcan lineup. McCaskey coming into this game is batting .341, has started all 25 games for the Vulcans. Leads the team in hits, RBIs, and average. So very dangerous batter is Jake McCaskey. And he has a couple runners that he would love to bring in. Infield in double play depth for his pitch. Curveball over the heart of the plate for a strike. So a little bit of a confidence pitch there for Joe Coolidge. And so you have the shortstop. You can see on the top of the screen playing peekaboo with Venezia. There's a shot into right field. That gets down. Coming around to third. The throw is going to be to the plate, but not in time. As the run, there's a throw to third, and it's knocked away. So, and now McCaskey's going to go to second, and California quickly leads 1-0 on an RBI single by Jake McCaskey.
Next up, the third baseman.
And I tell you what, if you're a young ball player out there watching, that's exactly what you want to do if you're a base runner. Kind of saw where everything was going. And I had to take my scoreboard out there as once again we're having some issues with the internet here at Wild Things Park. But trust me, California's ahead 2-0. Johnny. Sorry for that. Just doing a little housekeeping. We have some cables everywhere. There's a little bit of wind has come up here in the media area. First pitch was a ball. Here's a second pitch. Slapped into left field. That's going to get down. 1 run's going to come home to score. And make it 2 runs as there's going to be going to second base. The throw, and they get him dead to right, but not before. Loudon Conti brings home RBIs 3 and 4 of the day for himself in California. Quickly ahead, 3-0. And a much different start to the game for the Vulcans. They come out with the offense, so great job of the Vulcans to get on the board first here, 3-0. And that will bring up Patrick Brogan now. Brogan, the right fielder for the Vulcans, leads the team in home runs with 5. First pitch, second pitch swinging, strike 1. Brogan awaiting the next pitch. High and outside, ball 2. Count is 2-1. So Joe Coolidge struggling a little bit here in the bottom half of the first inning for the Mountain Cats. Coolidge sets, deals, swung and a miss. Took something off of that. Had a little down momentum, and that'll be strike 2, evens the count at 2. It's Coolidge from the windup here. 2-2 count to Brogan. Popped up to the right field side. Going out as the second baseman. Calling off is the right fielder now. A little bit of a traffic situation, but the right fielder, Tyler Treese, calls everybody off, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And that will bring up designated hitter David Lee, the sophomore.
For the Vulcans, now batting with 2 outs, designated hitter number 15, David Lee.
So I thought that play was going to be a little more exciting in short right field as the second baseman, first baseman, and right fielder are converging. But at the last minute, the right fielder calls off the second baseman down in the zone. 0-1 pitch. Wide ball 1. Swung on and foul tipped. Comes back off the backstop, and the catcher and the umpire will exchange balls, and they'll get the 1-2 pitch, or the 1-2 ball out to the pitcher for the 1-2 pitch. Trying to keep an eye on the internet, so I got a little distracted there. Like I said, I apologize if there's some spotty reception, but this is the magic time of the day in Washington, PA, and that's the magic pick there for Coolidge. But after one complete inning, California Vulcans lead 3-0. So early offense for the Vulcans. We'll be back after these commercial breaks. You are watching Vulcan Baseball on CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
To help stop the spread of COVID-19, masks in a variety of colors, styles, and materials have appeared on the faces of people and statues all around us. First, how not to wear a mask. Don't wear the mask below your nose. Don't leave your chin exposed. Don't wear your mask loosely with gaps on the sides. Don't wear your mask so it covers just the tip of your nose. And especially, don't push your mask under your chin to rest on your neck. Do wear your mask so it comes all the way up, close to the bridge of your nose, and all the way down under your chin. Do your best to tighten the loops or ties so it's snug around your face, without gaps. Wearing a mask takes some getting used to, for sure, but as we do our part at Cal U to slow the spread of coronavirus, it's important to wear a mask the way it's intended to be worn. Stay safe, Vulcan Nation. Wear a mask.
And welcome back. We're at the top of the second inning. California leading 3-0. It brings up Lennox Pugh for the UPJ Mountain Cats. First pitch outside, ball one. Second pitch swinging, strike one. So quickly, in a span of about 10 seconds, 2 pitches and 1 strike. Broski deals, throws one to the backstop. That'll obviously be a ball. 2-1's the count. High fly ball popped up to the first baseman, coming in and making the catch. Good job was Josh Rankin, the first baseman. A little high sky there, and welcome back if you're watching online. California leading 3-0. One out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Brings up Tyler Trees of the Mountain Cats. First pitch swung on. 1-0's the count to Vargo. There's the pitch, swung on, fouled out of play. Once again, like to apologize to our viewers. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. So Broski, 1 pitch from getting out of the top half of the second inning unscathed. Broski working from the right side of the mound, takes the pitch, swung on, fouled out of play. It's going to miss me and Johnny by about 20 feet. I'm not sure if Johnny can get any closer to the space heater we have up here in Media Row, but he might have to buy dinner later. There's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Appeal is denied, so it'll be a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. There's the pitch. Swung on right up the middle. That's going to be a diving attempt, but that'll be a solid base hit. Good effort by McCaskey, but ball had a little bit of top spin and scooted underneath and past his glove. So that'll be the first hit of the ball game for the Mountain Cats, and that'll bring up the next batter, number 30, Matt Reese, the left fielder for the Mountain Cats. Ball appeared to maybe hit the back end of the mound and kind of scooted into center field. So Broski's going to have to work a little bit harder here as he was down to the final pitch of the inning. Out of the stretch, first pitch is high, ball 1. It's going to do the internet being a little iffy. That affects our score bug, so I'll do my best to give the radio call and give all the pertinent information multiple times. Pitch swung and a miss. Good heat by Broski. Evens the count at 1. So Broski with the runner on first. Doesn't appear to be too concerned with the runner on first. Out of the stretch, slide step, thrown out outside, ball 2-1. Broski resets himself. Goes to the stretch. Here's the pitch, swung on. Fly ball to right center field. Going back on it will be California's Patrick Brogan, and that'll end the inning. So good job of getting out of that little bit of a pickle at the end of the inning. So after 1.5 innings, California still leads 3-0. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching Vulcan Baseball on CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
South Union Township has taken another large step to expand our recreation program by planning the construction of a new indoor sports complex. We have outgrown the existing recreation center, and it is now time to broaden our recreation horizon and address the community's recreation needs. Part of our strategy to help fund this project is to establish an annual charity golf tournament that will serve as a funding source. We would appreciate your help by joining us on Saturday, May 8th, 2021 as a participating golfer, or become an important tournament sponsor by choosing from a variety of sponsorships, or as an alternative, make a cash donation. All funds received will be used to construct the new indoor sports complex, which will feature a new synthetic turf, activity rooms, exercise equipment, full concession stand, locker rooms, and much more. And of course, all contributions are tax deductible. For more information, please call 724-366-9591 or register online at www.southniontwp.com. Registration for the golf tournament begins at 12 p.m. with a shotgun start at 1, with a free hot dog at the turn. Fees are $100 per person or $400 per foursome. And again, the charity golf tournament on May 8th, 2021 at the Uniontown Country Club.
And welcome back to Wild Things Park for the bottom of the second. California leading 3-0, and that was the first baseman for the Vulcans, Josh Rankin, who made a outstanding pick on the defensive side of the game so far in this contest. See what he can do, lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch, outside, called strike one. We've seen Rankin last couple weeks get some pinch hitting duty, some DH duty, some first base duty. And he kind of came on and provided a spark plug last week in the first game win against Mercyhurst on Saturday's half of the doubleheader. Count is even at 1 apiece. 1-1 count is a strike, so Rankin falling behind 1-2. Sky's starting to clear up just a little bit. Still cold, but the threat of rain, I think, is dissipating by the second. 1-2 pitch, check swing, and that's going to be a strikeout. So College, the pitcher for the Mountain Cats, after a rocky first inning, starts off with an out, a strikeout here in the bottom half of the second. That'll bring up for the Vulcans, center fielder Aaron Pravisky, coming into this game hitting .214. He has played in 20 games and started 19. So Pravisky standing in from the right side, awaits the pitch. Here it is. Curveball over the heart of the plate for a strike. So Coolidge throwing a little bit of junk here to the Vulcans, seeing if they can get them speed those bats up. 0-1. Here's the delivery. That's a nice little backdoor cutter. Froze Pravisky, and that's quickly an 0-2 count against the Vulcan center fielder. Pravisky digging back in. Coolidge's 0-2 pitch. Tapped just to the left of the mound and ultimately out of play, as you can see on the screen, towards the Vulcan dugout. So Pravisky steps back in. Good job of protecting the plate there and staying to fight another pitch. And we've seen a couple times this season Pravisky being a spark plug at the bottom half of this lineup for the Vulcans. Awaits the 0-2 pitch. Here it is. takes it over the plate, but high. So good eye there by Aaron. Runs the count 2-1-2. Coach Conti manning his third base box. He was kind of walking towards the left field fence. Was wondering what was happening there, but he came back. Swung and a miss. So, excuse me, that's a foul tip. Catcher doesn't hold, so Provisky fights it off, and we'll have another pitch. I think that came off of the catcher, Josh Rounds, a little bit, so the umpire doing his little bit of a walk around to give the catcher a little bit of second to compose himself. Now everything's set. 1-2 is the count. Everything resets. Coolidge now from the windup. Deals. High ball 2. So Provisky, if nothing else comes out of this at bat, he is making Coolidge throw a number of pitches. He was behind 0-2. Has taken 2 balls and has fouled off at least 1 pitch in this at bat. I believe 2 pitches in this at bat. So seeing a lot of pitches is the center fielder for the Vulcans. 2-2 pitch. And they're going to say that's a backdoor freezing K. Just catches the inside. So Provisky thought that was a little bit too far inside, but the umpire disagrees. And that'll be the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 9 hitter for the Vulcans. Number 9, the catcher, Justin Stewart. Stewart on the season has started 23 of the 24 games he has appeared in. He'll see if he can keep the bottom of the second inning going here for the Vulcans. First pitch to Stewart is a curve ball. Misses high. Ball 1. Working quickly now from the windup is Coolidge. Second pitch is a half swung, but that's going to be a strike no matter what. I think they caught the outside part of the plate, so that evens the count to Stewart at 1-1. Infield looks like they're straight up. Outfield shading a little bit to left field. Second pitch, change up outside, but that catches the corner for a strike. Stewart falls behind 1-2. A lot of space between the right fielder and the center fielder, so if he can shoot one opposite field, that could be extra bases. Here's the pitch. Inside, called strike 3. So after giving up 3 runs in the top of the first, Joe Coolidge settles down and gets 1, 2, 3 in order the Vulcans. So after 2 full, California still leads 3-0. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching Vulcan Baseball here on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, who we are, what we miss, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Can the vaccines give you COVID-19? You cannot get COVID-19 from a vaccine. Why should I get vaccinated? Protecting yourself also helps protect the people around you. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
And welcome back here to Wild Things Park. You see the team leaders for the Mountain Cats of UPJ, Glumac, Ansel, Smith, the big bats for the Mountain Cats, and Hyde. And we saw him have a good outing in game 1, but not good enough as the Vulcans knock off one of the best pitchers in the PSAC, 2-0. Nick Riggle out-dueling, it was like a battle of 2 gunslingers in the Old West, and Nick Riggle comes alive. And let's see if his mound mate, Dylan Broski, who's moving ahead 0-1 in the count, evens count at 1. See if he can kind of ride that momentum here in game 2. Broski having himself a good season as well, coming into this game 5-1 with a 4.03 ERA. And I believe with 2 scoreless innings in this game, his ERA may have dipped under 4. It's either at 4.01 or 3.99. For that information, go to live stats on calvulcans.com. Matt Kiefer updates those as they happen. So Broski ahead 1-2. There's the pitch, outside ball 2. Daring Tyler Smith to chase after that. Like I said, Smith leads UPJ in home run, so dangerous batter there. There's a pitch, but a dangerous pitch there as Dylan Broski sets down Tyler Smith. One away here in the top half of the 3rd inning. So we're going to have to give Dylan Broski the nickname Dylan Broski with a strikeout, and that'll bring up 13 for UPJ as there's a line shot into right center field, and that'll be a base hit for the Mountain Cats. And I'm not sure who that player is. I do not see him listed on the roster, so we're just going to reset. Excuse me, that was Owen McKeefer, as I had my sheet down, so that was the last batter in the lineup. So McKeefer at first, and that'll bring up top of the order Alex Glumac. First pitch, outside ball 1. So runner on first. Second time through the lineup here for the Mountain Cats. So we just passed 3:32 here on the East Coast. Welcome everybody watching on this afternoon baseball. Pitch is fouled out of play, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Chilly day here at Wild Things Park. Get a little bit of everything here in April with the weather. Last Saturday we were here in shorts. Today we are bundled up with space heaters. There's a throw over to check Owen McKeever back. California had 3-0 and pretty big 4-game series with UPJ. California trying to make up some ground on the second place Mountain Cats in the standings. There's a ground ball just to the right of the second baseman. That's going to be through for a base hit. McKeever going to third. Throw to third is not in time. Now throw fake to second. Trying to get the tag, but that'll end up being 2 bases there for the leadoff hitter, Alex Glumac of the Mountain Cats. So UPJ with 1 out threatening here in the top of the 3rd. If that ball was hit a tad harder, I think that might have been a double play ball, but just the way it kind of trickled through, seeing eye ground ball to the right side of the infield, no play was made, and Brogan had a strong throw but unable to get the out at third. So that'll bring up number 17, Jake Ansel. 2 runners in scoring position. California's infield pretty much straight up the middle as you see them split now. First pitch is a ball low in the dirt. Stewart doing a good job of blocking, preventing the advance. Stewart a solid backstop for this Vulcan squad. Started 23 or 24 games. We saw a couple weeks ago, I believe it was in the IEP doubleheader, taking a couple foul tips off the body and stayed in the game. Broski now 1-0 pitch, swung on, pops straight up. Charging is the shortstop McCaskey, and he will calmly take it. And the second out. Looks over with a little grin at Loudon Conte at third base, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Mountain Cats, third baseman Lennox Pugh. Tyler Smith. So I believe I had him batting early in the inning, so I apologize for that. Instead, we're running a little small here on crew right now till we get our good friend Nolan Beislein back here in a couple minutes, and then we'll have Johnny Sakaguchi coming back on the commentating, and I can concentrate on directing as Dylan Broski concentrates on the first pitch with a strike. So Tyler Smith, I'll run it by again. He is the team leader for the Mountain Cats with home runs and RBI. So a little bit of power, and he has 2 guys sitting out there on the pond for the Mountain Cats. 0-1 pitch, half swing, holds up for a ball. Evens the count at 1. McCaskey doing everything he can to keep the runner at second base close to the bag. California with a 3-0 lead. Don't want to give up any runs here if you can avoid it. Don't want to start leaking oil. There's the pitch. Low into the dirt, ball 2. Stewart, a good job once again of blocking. And he'll take a slow walk out to talk to his battery mate, Dylan Broski. Broski on the season has 31 strikeouts coming into the game, 12 walks. Batters have batted a average of .238 against the Vulcan right-hander. The junior pitcher from Brownsville, PA. Smith, the batter, tucking in the shirt, digging in. He's sitting right on the plate. No room inside for Broski to really do anything in there. There's the pitch. Swung on. Foul tip. Will be a strike, 2-2. Kind of a late reaction on that foul tip. No one moved because that was just a swing and a miss. That would have brought the run home, but foul tip evens the count at 2-2. So once again, Broski one pitch away from getting the Vulcans out of a little bit of a jam here in the top half of the third inning. Broski working from the outside of the rubber on the mound. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on a tap foul. And the on-deck batter, Lennox Pugh, doing a good job of playing goalie there. Keeping it out of the dugout of the Mountain Cats. So we reset. 2 on, 2 out, 2 strikes, 2 balls. 2s are wild. Here's the pitch. Swung on, tapped out to McCaskey. Fields it. Throw over to first. And fielded, and a nice pick play there for the Vulcans. And California gets out of a little bit of a jam and will maintain a 3-0 lead. So after 2.5 innings here in Washington, California leads 3-0. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching Vulcan Baseball on the PSAC Network and CTV Sports 1.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
And welcome back to Wild Things Park here. Bottom of the third. Anthony Venezia steps in for the Vulcan and takes the first pitch for a ball. So California with 3 runs in the first inning. They'll work their way through the second time through the order. Seeing the left-hander for UPJs, there's a curveball catch the outside corner for a strike. Evens count at 1 apiece. Pitcher Joe Coolidge. Big, tall left-hander. Ran into some walk issues in the first inning, but settled down a little bit in the second and settled down there with a second strike. So Venezia falls behind 1-2. Wind starting to switch direction here, blowing out towards left center. So first game it was kind of blowing in, favoring the pitchers. Now the Wild Things Park is going to turn into a little bit of a hitter's park, as the 1-2 pitch was the definition of a waste pitch, about 12 feet outside. Ball 2, so 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be fouled out of play. Out over to the dessert den. And definitely the dessert den, if they were serving ice cream today, would save some money on electricity, because they would not have to turn the air, the refrigerator or the freezer on, because nature is providing the cold. So 2-2. No outs. Venezia waits. Takes it and slashes it into left center field. It gets down. He's going to be looking to make a big turn, and he's going to hold up. Good job of cutting that off was the center fielder, Tyler Smith. But Anthony Venezia, for the second time in the game, has reached base. First time by a walk, and the second time by a base hit. So we'll see if he will have a chance to get his second stolen base of the game. And that'll bring up the number 2 hitter for California, Nick Serafino. The junior left fielder for the Vulcans getting the start here in game 2. So this is exactly the playbook that California used in the bottom of the first. Get Venezia on and then see what happens. But that's going to be a pitch to the backstop. Venezia will get there via a wild pitch. It looked like California had the bunt play on the sacrifice. And Serafino pulls back and looks down to see if coach wants him to sacrifice Venezia over to third, if he's going to get the green light to try and drive him in. Like I said, setting the table for this Vulcans middle of the lineup. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Taken. Ball 2. And we're back to action here, as I had to confer with my good friend Nolan Beastline, who just got back from his adventures in Washington, PA. There's a curve ball. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. 2-1. So after this half inning, Johnny Sakaguchi will be returning to commentary, and Nolan will move back over to camera 1, and I'll concentrate on directing and praying that the internet stays somewhat solid here at Wild Things Park. I'd like to apologize to Matt's wife Laura. If you get the internet bill this week, I accidentally connected to Matt's jetpack for the first half of the game, so might have to send a check or money order out to Uniontown to help with that. But the magic of being in Washington, the internet connects to whatever it wants to. 3-1's the count. Hitters count here for Nick Serafino. Pitch swung on, and it's going to be knocked foul towards the first base coach. Runs the count to full. And with the lead Venezia got there on second base, he might have scored it, even if that ball stayed fair to the first baseman. He was charging down that line to third base. I'm not sure coach could have kept him at third base even if he wanted to. So here's the payoff pitch now to Serafino. Outside, ball 4. So this is not an internet glitch. This is exactly what happened in the top of the first for the Vulcans. 2-on. Nobody off, and that'll bring up Jake McCaskey, the team leader in pretty much every offensive category. And smart money would say he's probably not going to look to sacrifice anybody, but you never know. But I think you let the big back of McCaskey eat here. Nobody out, runners on first and second. At the very least, get a productive out and move the runners over. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch outside for a strike. My good friend Nolan's back, and he's enjoying a nice, refreshing beverage in the orange variety. I'll get confirmation between innings what that is. Second pitch outside. Same pitch, but just a little bit too far outside. Evens the count at 1. So McCaskey in the box. Got Venezia on first and Serafino on second. Looks like we got a pitcher warming or getting loose in the bullpen now for UPJ. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Not sure if that was a fastball or something with a little bit of down movement, but had McCaskey flailing for it. So now pitchers count 1 and 2. Nobody out here. California looking to tack on a few more insurance runs here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit deep, but way foul. McCaskey hit that about 450 feet, but unfortunately he hit it about 150 feet foul, but that ball would have had the distance to any part of this ballpark had it been straightened out. So McCaskey got what he was looking for, just the bat was a little too fast and we'll reset. The count remains at 1 and 2. As that bat even sounded a little different when it connected. So McCaskey stands back in. It's always tough sometimes after a loud foul ball like that to get resettled, especially when they're behind in the count. So we'll see what Coolidge does for the Mountain Cats, staring down McCaskey, and McCaskey wisely steps out. Not sure that's the wisest thing for Coolidge, as I just mentioned. Sometimes on that loud foul, batter's got a little bit of jump in their step and are going to swing at anything. So they reset 1-2. Game of cat and mouse continues at second base. Coolidge deals. Swung on. That's going to be hit to the left of the shortstop in the gap. And coming around the corner is Anthony Venetian. That'll get one home for the Vulcans. And just like that, California leads 4-0 on 2 bases by Jacob McCaskey. How do you do, Jacob? 4-0 California leads here in the bottom of the third. Good job of hitting for Jacob McCaskey. Didn't try and do too much with that 1-2 pitch, and as a result gets him and his teammates a 2-0 or 4-0 lead. And that'll bring, I was still looking at the number 2 on that Loudon Conti's 20 down there. Because now we do have action down in the bullpen for the Mountain Cats. We'll see if Conti can add to his RBI total. Already has 4 in the doubleheader, 2 in game 1, and already accounted for 2 in the bottom half of the first inning. That pitch is fouled out of play. So Conti having to be out of commission for a few weeks. Gets back in and has, like I said, has not missed a beat. The pitch, foul tipped. And quickly behind is Conti at 0-2. Conti steps back in. Awaits the 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball 1. Good take by Loudon Conti. That pitch was low and on the outside part of the plate. I don't think there was anything he could have done had he swung the bat. There's a ground ball. That'll bring a run home. But that'll be an out. But Loudon Conti brings home the 4th Vulcan run now. I was off, as I believe. No, it should be 5. I think the scoreboard is off a little bit. Still says 3-0. That's why I was a little slow on that call. So California leads 5-0. Runners on first and third now. With 1 out, that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Patrick Brogan. Excuse me, number 5 hitter, Patrick Brogan. Brogan, the team leader in home runs for the Vulcans with 5. Wind is blowing out to left field, so a good wind. First pitch inside for a strike. That pitch has been called pretty consistently in this game. Brogan now, as infield is drawn in, trying to cut off the run. Swung on, gets way out ahead of a off-speed pitch, and that might have hit the W&J complex just over the third base side here at Washington Wild Things Park. But Brogan found what he was waiting for, just got out ahead of it. Once again, you can see on the top of your screen the second baseman and shortstop pretty much on the edge of the infield. 0-2 pitch now. Tapped back to the pitcher, looks back the runner at first, or at third, it throws over to first for the out. And that's the second out. So good job of fielding right there was Coolidge. And so that'll be the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up David Lee. So the odd number innings being very good to the Vulcans today. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, or 3 in the first, 2 in the third. Easy for me to say if you know what your odds and evens are. Infield returns to normal depth. Lee steps in. Dodges out of the way, ball 1. Lee, the Vulcan DH in game 2. He has some power in that stick as well. Pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. Had that connected, that ball may have made it to Johnstown in the air, because that was a very aggressive swing for Mr. Lee. So the 1-1 pitch now. Low and outside, ball 2. 2-1. Lee awaiting Coolidge's 2-1 pitch. Going to find something around the strike zone, I think. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Inside part of the plate and just dipping down. Lee swung over the top of that. So Coolidge 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. But the damage has been done. The Vulcans striking for 2 already, and there's one more runner out there. So see if Lee can bring him home. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. So that ends the inning, but not before the Vulcans get 2. So when we come back, Johnny Sakaguchi will have the call for the remainder of the game. But after 3 full innings, the California Vulcans lead by a score of 5-0. We'll be back. You're watching Vulcan Baseball on CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
To help stop the spread of COVID-19, masks in a variety of colors, styles, and materials have appeared on the faces of people and statues all around us. First, how not to wear a mask. Don't wear the mask below your nose. Don't leave your chin exposed. Don't wear your mask loosely with gaps on the sides. Don't wear your mask so it covers just the tip of your nose. And especially, don't push your mask under your chin to rest on your neck. Do wear your mask so it comes all the way up, close to the bridge of your nose, and all the way down under your chin. Do your best to tighten the loops or ties so it's snug around your face, without gaps. Wearing a mask takes some getting used to, for sure, but as we do our part at Cal U to slow the spread of coronavirus, it's important to wear a mask the way it's intended to be worn. Stay safe, Vulcan Nation. Wear a mask.
Welcome back, because that one's hit hard down the left field line. Could be trouble. Oh, and it's out of here. Yeah, the first run of the afternoon. And for UPJ, a home run there. For by number 27. And Lennox Pugh makes the score 5-1, and Cal U still leads it. That one got out of here in a hurry.
Next up, the right field, number 12, Tyler Trees.
Looked at that one on the first pitch and sent it for a ride. First pitch, it's from Broski, a ball. As Tyler Trees comes up the bat, grounded out his first time up. 2-0 the count now. Now the Trees. Pitch. And that one chopped foul into the UPJ dugout. Broski definitely been battling so far this afternoon. That one in there. There for a ball. 3-1 now the count. Trees way out ahead of Broski here. That one in the dirt, ball 4. That'll be his first walk of the day. I'll bring up Chase Vargo, who is 1 for 1 on the afternoon.
Batting for EPJ, first base, number 21, Chase Vargo.
Vargo dig it. And the pitch. Just outside for ball what? Broski sets and delivers. Inside and in the dirt. Hurt for a ball. 2-0. And we're going to get a timeout here. We're going to have a meeting of the minds as the pitching coach for Cal U is going to come out and talk to Broski, try to settle him down after he just walked trees. So 5-1 to score. Or after that leadoff home run by Lennox Pugh through the left field. Start off the inning. So you gotta wonder if Broski's a little rattled after that. So on first pitch, it's swinging. You don't see that happen too often. Kind of like the home run that Gregory Polanco teed off on against former running mate Joe Musgrove on Wednesday. Meeting will disperse now. We'll get back underway here. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change next inning for UPJ. It looks like it's going to be number 16, Giovanni Scott. That one misses outside. Ball 3. 3-0 the count now here for UPJ's Chase Fargo. And that'll be ball 4. So leadoff home run, 2 straight walks. You got to wonder if Coach Conti's going to get someone up in the pen here soon.
Now batting on the field, number 30, Matt Reese.
Matt Reese comes with the bat. Ground was out last time up. Looking for the bunt attempt. Squared up, pulls back. So 1-0 the count. And Coach Conti has 2 guys up in the pen now for Cal U. The pitch. Just missed. There's 2-0. Rossi getting in some trouble here. Pitch count's over 50 here in the 4th inning. The pitch. That one line into left center field. That's going to get down. Oh, and that's going to bring a run home. Throw to third. That throw was going to be cut off there by Mikowski. 5-2 now the score. As
next in the box, the catcher number 10, Josh Reynolds.
So let's notice there's 2. Like I said, there's 2 guys warming up for Cal U, number 10 and number 22. Number 10 and Richie Araguinas and Devin Foster warm up for Cal. And was warming up for UPJ number 16, Giovanni Scott. As that first pitch is a ball. That one. And called strike. Josh Reynolds struck out earlier today. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now the count. So 5-2 the score. Or with 2 in scoring position and nobody down here. Pitch. Just missed it. It's low and away. Hey, evens the count at 2-2. Pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. And Broski, he gets himself out of that one. That'll be his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon.
Next in the box, second baseman number 13, Owen McKeever.
Owen McKeever coming up the bat and 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Had one of the few hits that UPJ had last game. That one just missed. Yes, as Broski turned up the heat on that one. Broski comes set and delivers. Fouled into the netting in front of me here. Pitch. That one popped foul all over the roof here. So the count remains at 2-2. Pitch. Upstairs, runs the count full. Broski sets and delivers, and he's gonna hit him. You know, right there on the hip. That doesn't feel too good, especially on a cold afternoon like today. That's gonna bring the bases loaded, and here comes Coach Conte, and we're gonna get a pitching change. And we'll be right back after this here on CUTV.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, who we are, what we miss, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Can the vaccines give you COVID-19? You cannot get COVID-19 from a vaccine. Why should I get vaccinated? Protecting yourself also helps protect the people around you. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back here to Wild Things Park as number 10 and Richie Saragiz is going to take over for Broski. Saragiz comes in 12 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 15 hits, 10 strikeouts, and an ERA of 3.32. That one's hit back up the middle, over to second for one. The first two, double play. Hey, so they load him up, but not only give 2 runs this inning. Excuse me. Hey, we'll be back with the bottom half of the inning here on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
And we're back here at Wild Things Park as Josh Rankin's going to lead off the inning, 0 for 1 in the afternoon with a strikeout. And as he gets the bunt down, and they're going to bobble it, and Rankin's going to get on. For some reason, the pitcher and the third baseman couldn't corral that ball, and that one got down. That's going to go as an error. I'm going to rule that an E1 on your scorecard today. Yeah, as Justin Stewart's going to come at the bat. Or excuse me, Aaron Pravitsky. He fouls one back to the backstop. As UPJ has some action in the bullpen right now. Pravitsky squared up the bunt, but he pulled back on that one. That one in there. Runs the count to 2-1 now. The pitch. And Pravitsky gets that one down. Oh, and over the first, and they ain't gonna get it. That one's gonna trickle into the outfield. Will throw to second. It's offline. And so Cal U has 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. So back-to-back bunt attempts by the Vulcan, and UPJ could not handle either of those. That one's gonna go as an, waiting to see what they're gonna rule that one. I know it's gonna be an error, but I don't know if it's gonna be on the first baseman. So I have an E9 on the scoreboard, but I think that's going to be because of the throwing error to the second baseman. Yeah, but I do believe that's going to be an E3 because the first baseman threw it to over to the second, and the second baseman couldn't snare it. So Rankin at third, Pravitsky at second. Stewart at the plate right now. Pitch, and that one fouled down the third base line. So the count goes to 1-2 on Stewart. Pitch outside. 2-2 now the count. I'll be wondering if UPJ's going to be doing a pitching change here soon. The pitch. Call on strike 3. Looking on that one. And Stewart goes down on strikes. And that'll be the 6th strikeout of the day by College. Anthony Venetia's going to come up the bat at 1 for 1 with a walk on the afternoon. And here in game 2. College comes set. Wind up and delivery. In there for called strike 1. 5-2 the score. Cal U leading here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch. That one chopped foul. That brings the count to 0-2 now. All for Venetia. Infield playing in here. College comes set. And Venetia hits that one out to left center. Could be trouble. Oh, back to the warning track. They'll make the tag. And now extend the lead, making it 6-2 Cal U. Venetia will get the sacrifice RBI on that one.
Now batting left over to Nick Serafino.
So Nick Serafino coming up to bat now. He has had 2 walks on the afternoon. Looking for his first hit of the day. That one in there for a called strike. Well, outside. Hey, there is, but it caught off the black on that one for a called strike. 0-2 now to Serafino. Collins comes set. Delivery. And Serafino fouled that one out of the stands. Count remains at 0-2. Pitch upstairs for a ball. 1-2 now the count. The pitch. That one fouled down the right field line and into the stands. Still 1-2 the count, and here to Serafino. Always comes set. The pitch. And that one hit hard out to left field. Well, that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So Cal U it's another run and making it 6-2 now. We'll be right back after this here on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
To help stop the spread of COVID-19, masks in a variety of colors, styles, and materials have appeared on the faces of people and statues all around us. First, how not to wear a mask. Don't wear the mask below your nose. Don't leave your chin exposed. Don't wear your mask loosely with gaps on the sides. Don't wear your mask so it covers just the tip of your nose. And especially, don't push your mask under your chin to rest on your neck. Do wear your mask so it comes all the way up, close to the bridge of your nose, and all the way down under your chin. Do your best to tighten the loops or ties so it's snug around your face, without gaps. Wearing a mask takes some getting used to, for sure, but as we do our part at Cal U to slow the spread of coronavirus, it's important to wear a mask the way it's intended to be worn. Stay safe, Vulcan Nation. Wear a mask.
And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. 6-2 the score. Or Cal U leads here in the top half of the fifth. That one's going to be in there called strike one. Sergey is taking it over the mound now. Well, in the last inning, he only threw one pitch and got a double play out of that. 2-1 the count now. Oh, Jake Ansel. Swung on a miss. 2-2 now the count. Wind up and delivery. Upstairs. That's going to run the count full. The pitch. That one hit hard. And way up there. Shallow right center. And the second baseman, Venetia's going to just walk over and grab that one. Tyler Smith 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Sergius comes, sets, and delivers. Swung on and missed. 0-1 now the count. Wind up and delivery. In the dirt. Hurt with the breaking ball. 1-1. Pitch. That one in there. Called strike. 1-2 now. So one down here in the top of the fifth. We have 6-2. Cal U leads. That one upstairs. There's for a ball. Some sort of breaking ball. Well, Saragias is trying to throw, but I think because of the cold, he's not able to get it. Pitch. That one hit hard. Left center field. Could be trouble. Oh, going back. That one's out of here. There, solo shot out there for Tyler Smith. That's going to make the score 6-3. Back-to-back leadoff home runs here for UPJ. Man, and that thing got out of here in a hurry, and it must have got caught with the wind, and because the wind was blowing straight out in the left center field. So Lex Pugh is going to come up the bat, and he had that home run last inning. That one hit hard down the left field line, but foul. So Saragia dodged a bullet on that one. So 0-1 on the count. That one chopped back up to the mound over to Saragias, and he'll take it over to first for the second out of the inning. Easy 1-3 play on that one. There's a slow tapper back to the mound. So, umpire talking there, or Sarah Gees, he's for a minute. (6-3) the score. That one just missed for a ball. 1-0 the count. Old 6-3 here in the top of the fifth. That one and low, ball 2. Pitch. That one hit and out in our left center. And that's going to be out number 3. So, they'll get another one off a solo shot by Tyler Smith. 6-3 to score. Or we'll be right back here at the bottom of the fifth on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, who we are, what we miss, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Can the vaccines give you COVID-19? You cannot get COVID-19 from a vaccine. Why should I get vaccinated? Protecting yourself also helps protect the people around you. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back here to Wild Things Park. Going to take a look at the standings here. Seton Hill leads the PSAC West with Pitt-Johnstown in second, Slippery Rock third. Or Cal U hailing Slippery Rock only by a couple of games. Names Gannon, Mercyhurst, Clarion, and IUP to round out the rest of the PSAC West. So it's going to be a battle for that last home field spot there in the 4th seed between Slippery Rock and Cal U. As we get a pitching change here, as Giovanni Scott's going to take over now. All four. We're UPJ. Jacob McCaskey's going to come up to bat, 2 for 2 on the afternoon. With 2 RBIs. That one, and just that one's in there for a strike. The pitch just missed for ball 1. So 1-2 the count to Mikowski. The pitch. That one hit hard back up the middle. It'll now be the 3rd hit of the afternoon for Mikowski, and he's going to dig for 2, and he's going to hold up there at first base. Throw comes in, and it was dropped by the shortstop.
Third base, number 20.
Ansel. Loudon Conti. He 1 for 2 on the day with 3 RBIs. Scott, his first pitch to Conti in there, called strike. Scott gets with the delivery. A upstairs, just missed Conti. A 1-1. Scott sets and delivers. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now the count. Oh. Scott sets and delivers. Conti will foul that one deep down on the right field line and out of play. Conti will dig back in on this one. Scott the pitch. That one hit hard over the right field on it right to the right fielder. There's Freeze. He'll make the easy grab on that one for the first out of the inning. Now bring up Patrick Brogan.
Next up, the right fielder, number 7, Patrick Brogan.
You always got to worry about him. He's a dangerous hitter here for Cal U. 0 for 2 on the afternoon. The wind's blowing out in the left center field. Well, if he gets that one to jet stream, it might go. Outside, ball 1. As Cal U and UPJ both have somebody up in the pen. That one hit hard down the left field line, but foul into the party pavilion. In picnic area down there and left. One and one of the count, 6-3. Cal U leads. Called strike 2, 1-2 to count. Well, Jacob McCaskey over there at first. Scott sets and delivers. There goes. That one's going to be well offline. And Mikowski has stolen another one. That'll be Mikowski's 6th stolen base on the season. Or excuse me, that's a 6th attempt. That's his 5th stolen base on the year. Pitch. And Brogan goes down on strikes. I'll bring up David Lee, who's 0 for 2 in the afternoon with 2 strikeouts.
Pitcher for KU, now batting number 8, Jax Miller.
So Jax Miller's going to come in to pinch hit now for Cal U. Who a 200 hitter or with 15 RBIs, 15 runs and 11 RBIs and 2 home runs this season. And Miller hits that one out in the right center field. Oh, that one's going to get down. It's going to go to the wall. Oh, extra bases. 1 run comes in. Miller's going on second, heading for third. He's going to dig with a head first slide with a triple. Oh, 2 out RBI triple by Jax Miller on the pinch hit. 7-3, Cal U leads.
Up for Cal U, the first baseman, 21, Josh Rankin.
Josh Rankin comes up the bat at 0 for 2 with a strikeout on the day, looking for his first hit of game 2. Pitch. Called strike. Pitch in the dirt, nothing going on there. Miller's just going to trot back down to the third base. I'll bring the count to 1-2 now. 7-3 the score, or here off the RBI pinch hit triple by Jackson Miller. That one line into right field, and that's going to bring another one home. Oh, Miller will score, and that makes it 8-3 now. Rank it, and he'll get his first hit of the day, and that's going to bring up Justin Stewart now. Or excuse me, Aaron Pravitsky. He's coming at the bat. I'm looking at the wrong spot on my lineup card here. Pitch. That one chopped over the short. Or nice save there, but it's not going to be in time. Nice save there by Ansel, but he couldn't get over the first in time. That's going to be an infield single, I believe. Even they are going to rule that one a hit, so that's going to give Cal U 2 on and 2 out. Oh, it's here. You know, that was a nice pick there by Ansel, but
For Cal U now batting catcher number 9, Justin Stewart.
Justin Stewart comes up to bat now. Oh, well, 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts, looking for his first hit of the day. Scott sets, checks the runner at second, and delivers. Chopped over the third, and they'll tap the bag there. So Cal U gets a pair. Here, and they'll make it at 8-3. We'll be back here at the top of the 6th right after this on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, who we are, what we miss, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions. Like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Can vaccines give you COVID-19? You cannot get COVID-19 from a vaccine. Why should I get vaccinated? Protecting yourself also helps protect the people around you. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back here to Wild Things Park. 8-3 to score here. You're going to stay up to date with your everything Cal Vulcan and what the Vulcan Sports Wire every week on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1. You can also find it on Apple Podcast and Spotify with scores, schedule updates and news and more, or with our friends Gary Brown and Matt Kiefer from Sports Info on Sports Wire. So taking over is Jackson Miller for Cal U on the mound, and his first pitch is going to be a ball. So Miller has got a record of 2-1 on the season in the 20 innings pitched, giving up 6 runs. 5 of those were earned. 1.75 ERA, 11 strikeouts, and 9 walks. The pitch, that one hit hard out on the left field. Over the hit, The left fielder, Serafino, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Chase Vargo. That one got out of here. Got out of the infield quick. I thought that Serafino was going to track it down, but it was just a little bit too far over his head. Bring up Matt Reese, 1 for 2 in the afternoon with an RBI. Miller sets and delivers. Ball gets away, and that's going to sit. And Vargo over to third on a pass ball. So Miller off to a bit of a rocky start to start the inning. The 1-0 pitch coming. Outside, ball 2. 8-3 the score. Lord County U leads it here in the top of the 6th. Miller sets and delivers. 3-0 now the count. Miller so far struggling to find the strike zone. Comes set and the delivery. And there, called strike. 3-1 to count now on to Reese. Miller sets and the delivery. That one chopped over, Pat as the third baseman Conti, and that'll get another run in. So, that makes the score 8-4 now. Well, nobody down here and a runner at first.
The hitter for UPJ, number 2, Asher Coral.
So the pinch hitter here for UPJ, number 2. Asher Coral will come up to bat. Coral was the catcher in game 1 here for UPJ. Miller sets and delivers. Outside, 2-0 the count. Miller sets and delivers. Called strike, 2-1 now the count. Wind's starting to pick back up here at Wild Things Park. Miller checks the runner at first, comes set, and the delivery. That one popped up over the right field line. First baseman and Rankin will make the catch, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Next to the box, second baseman, number 13,
Owen McKeever will come up to bat. 1 for 1 on the afternoon. And was hit by a pitch his last time up. Miller checks the runner and comes set and delivers. So that one in there, called strike. Miller sits and delivers. Outside, 1-1 now the count. Miller checks the runner and comes set. And delivers. In the dirt. 2-1 the count. One out here. We're in the top half of the 6th inning. Yeah, he leads 8-4. Miller sets and delivers. Called strike. 2-2 now the count. Miller sets and delivers. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And Miller will get that hit the second out of the inning after battling back.
Top of the order, designated hitter for 18, Alex Quebec.
This will bring up the leadoff hitter, Alex Kamek, 1 for 3 on the day. Miller comes set and delivers. That one called strike 1. Eight for the score here in the top half of the 6th. The pitch. That one hit hard, foul over the backside of the party pavilion out there in left field. So Miller will dig back in on the mound. He'll check the runner at first. The pitch swung on over the second and over the first. So UPJ gets 1, and that's all they'll get. 8-4 the score. We'll be back at the bottom of the 6th here on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
Hey Johnny, why do you look so sad?
Well, no, I'm not sure how my friends and family back in Gibbon Glade, Pennsylvania can keep track of all our CUTV programming when they can't watch.
Well, Johnny, they could subscribe to our new CUTV and Friends podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Hey, thanks, Noel.
Our fellow Americans.
Right now, the COVID-19 vaccines are available to millions of Americans.
And soon, they will be available to everyone.
The science is clear. These vaccines will protect you and those you love from this dangerous and deadly disease.
They could save your life.
So we urge you to get vaccinated when it's available to you.
That's the first step to ending the pandemic and moving our country forward. It's up to you.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other
on a deeper level. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Wild Things Park. 8-4 the score. Or a pitching change for UPJ as number 23, Antonio Caparusi, comes into pitch for Giovanni Scott. And Anthony Coral stay into the game to catch for UPJ as well. And Anthony Venetia will lead up for UPJ, or for Cal U, excuse me. He 1 for 1 with a walk on the day. Oh, that one way inside. Almost caught the ankles of Venetia. Just realized Caparosi, yeah, he was a sidewinder, or sidearm pitcher if you would. That one inside, ball 2. That modified sidearm submarine stat. Well, something we don't see too often. Sets and delivers. That one almost got up Venetia. Both teams are going to have action in the pen. Kelly has number 33. Warming up in there for a called strike. 3-1 to count now. He's way ahead. That one hit it right there on the hip. Doesn't feel good on a cold day like today. So now I get a runner on, nobody out here.
Pitch hitter for KU, number 14, Kyle Kamini.
Kyle Kamini, he's going to come in to pinch hit here for Nick Serafino. He had an RBI hit last game. And we'll see if he can continue that here. First pitch, way outside, ball 1. Second pitch, it's outside, ball 2. 2-0 count here to Kamini. The 8-4 to score. Cal U leads. That one hit hard over the first. They're going to throw to second for 1. Not going to get him over there at first. So Kamini hitting a fielder's choice. Now I'll bring up Jacob McCaskey.
Shortstop, number 27, Jacob McCaskey.
So Mikowski 3 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs. Outside, ball 1. Upstairs, 2-0 now. Community the runner at first. Outside, 3-0. You got to wonder now, does McCaskey have the green light? Pitch in there, called strike. 3-1 to count now to McCaskey. 8 for the score here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch and that got Mikowski on the arm. Right there on that joint. Looks like it might have got him on the elbow. So Coach Conti and the trainer's going to come talk to him real quick. So I'm going to say it caught the end of the bat as well, because Conti was starting to swing. So full count pitch, and that got it. And Mikowski doesn't look too happy about that one.
7th place at third base, number 20, Loudon Conti.
So Loudon Conti's going to come up the bat, and 3 RBI day for him. And we're going to get time called here by UPJ. So hopefully they can get Caprosi calm down there a little bit. Conti will dig in for his 4th place appearance. First one in there. Just missed inside for a ball. Sets and delivers. That one chopped foul over the Cal-U dugout. One and one the count now, all the while in Conti. So 2 on and 1 out, 8-4 the score. Cal-U leads here in the bottom of the 6th. That one fouled into the netting right in front of me here. They're 1 and 2 the count. Conti will step back in. That one upstairs. 2 and 2 now the count. Holds. Conti looking for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. The pitch behind, that's going to catch Conti on the back of the leg. And that's going to load him up here for Pat Brogan. And it looks like we're going to get another pitching change here for UPJ. Not sure who it is. We'll find out about that after we come back from commercial. Well, here on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
24, Jared Hinold.
Welcome back. Jared Hinold is going to take over here for UPJ. Be the fifth pitcher of the afternoon for the Mountain Cats. As number 7, Pat Brogan's going to come up with the bases loaded and one out here. He's a dangerous hitter for Cal U. He's got 5 home runs on the season and to lead the Vulcans. 22 RBIs as well.
For the Vulcans, stepping to the plate, the right fielder, number 7, Patrick Brogan.
So Kamini over there at third base, reaching on fielder's choice. Mikowski, he was hit by a pitch, and so was Loudon Conti, who's standing at first. So Brogan, you'll see the first pitch. And he shoots that one down the left field line. All right, that one's going to be fair. That's going to get at least 2 runs in. 1 in. There's 2. That one into the corner. That's going to clear the bases, and Pat Brogan's going to get a 3 RBI double. Well, as he clears the bases off of the first pitch that hit it or throws. And send it for a ride into the left field corner. That's going to make it 11-4. So that's going to bring up Jax Miller, 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. He came up earlier and had the RBI triple. Well, whenever he pinch hit it for Derek Lee. Pitch. That one over the second. And Brogan will go to third. And Miller will ground out. Also, with 2 down on a runner at third. They're at 11 and the 4. What are the score here? Josh Rankin comes up the bat now. 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a strikeout. Pitch, first pitch swinging, and strike 1. Pitch. That one hit hard over the second base. Hey, it's nice scoop there. So that'll be the 3rd out, but not before. Hey, Pat Brogan comes up with a 3 RBI double to give the Vulcans an 11-4 lead. We'll be back here at the top of the 7th. And with 11-4 your score, we'll be back here on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans. Who we are, what we miss, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Can the vaccines give you COVID-19? You cannot get COVID-19 from a vaccine. Why should I get vaccinated? Protecting yourself also helps protect the people around you. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back. 11-4 the score here in the top of the 7th. And don't forget that the series continues with UPJ tomorrow as the Vulcans travel up to Pitt-Johnstown tomorrow. To take on the Mountains Cats in another doubleheader. For more stay up to date, go to calvulcans.com for live stats and more. Taking over on the mount on 4Cal UB number 22, Devin Foster. Pitt's 6-2, 2/3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, a 3.15 ERA. And giving up 11 walks on the season with a 1-1 record. Jake Ansel comes up the bat at 0 for 3 on the day with a walk. So, pitch in the dirt for ball 1. That one in the dirt, skipped right there in front of home plate. Hey, so Foster, 3-0, excuse me, to Jake Ansel. Pitch. 1-3 now the count. As I just knocked my drink off the seats here. And that'll be ball 4. Oh, they're going to call it a strike. Ansel thought it was ball 4. I did too. And that's going to be ball 4 this time. So a leadoff walk to Ansel will start off the inning.
Up next, number 9, center fielder Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith. Smith coming up to bat. He homered his last time up. Pitch. Low for a ball. So 11-4 the score here in the top of the 7th. Runner at first, nobody out. And just missed for a ball. Two and 0 the count here, to Tyler Smith. That one's gonna be in there for a called strike. So 2-1 now the count. Out to Smith. Foster sets and delivers in the dirt. Justin Stewart doing his best Marc-Andre Fleury impression there. Let's keep that one in front of him. The pitch. Swung on him. That's going to run the count full. You could probably expect to see Ansel run on this next pitch. Foster comes set and delivers. Upstairs, there's ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Start off the inning here for Cal U.
Next in the box, third baseman, number 27, Lennox Pugh.
Lennox Pugh, who had the first home run of the game today. One for 3 on the afternoon, as Cal U's going to get someone up in the pen. That one just misses for a ball. Foster sets and delivers. That one's in there for a called strike. Evens the count at 1. So 2 on, nobody out here. The pitch. That one hit hard down the right field line, but out of play. Off the dessert den and into the wild deck. So 1-2 the count now. The pitch just missed outside. It evens the count at 2. It's 2-2 the count here. Foster comes set, checks the runners, and delivers. That one hit hard down into left field. Oh, and that's going to load him up. It's for Cal U, number 33, Patrick Lamuta is up warming up in the bullpen. Excuse me, correction. And Gumto warming up for Cal U. So bases loaded. Had nobody out. Pitch. Called strike. They can start off the at bat here for Tyler Treese. That one in the dirt. And it brings the count even at 1. Foster sets and delivers. Called strike. 1-2 the count. Foster sets and delivers. Swung and miss, strike 3. And that one went off the netting. That's going to get a run home. That's going to make it 11-5. Now be out number 1. Well, due to the bases being loaded, so pitch in the dirt. Excuse me, that one was called strike. Chase Fargo up to bat 2 in the afternoon with a walk. Pitch. 2-1 the count now. Oh, to Vargo. That one hit over the short on the first. There's good pick there. There by first baseman and Josh Rankin, and a good play there by Jacob McCaskey. That, for the second out. 11-6 now. The score is 1 run does make it home. Pitch. Outside for a ball. Or excuse me, that was strike one. Pitch. Upstairs, there's an away. Ball one. So that's going to even the count at 1-1. Pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike two. That'll bring the Mountain Cats down to their last strike. Pitch inside for a ball. Foster sets and delivers. Outside, runs the count full. Pitch fouled hard into the UPJ bullpen. Ball four. And walked him. So with two down here, runners on the corners. 11-6 to score.
Number 2, catcher, Asher Coral.
Asher Coral will come up to bat. And 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch. Inside, ball one. Foster sets and delivers. Upstairs for a ball. 2-0 the count now. All to Coral. And we're going to get a mound visit here. You got to think here if Coach, if Foster loses this one, he might substitute somebody in for Foster. As the score is 11-6. Here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs here. And we're going to get back on our way here. Foster sets and delivers. Missed for ball 3. So it's going to make the count 3-1 as it's a called strike. And he walks him full. And we're going to get another pitching change. So we'll be back right after that is here on CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
To help stop the spread of COVID-19, masks in a variety of colors, styles, and materials have appeared on the faces of people and statues all around us. First, how not to wear a mask. Don't wear the mask below your nose. Don't leave your chin exposed. Don't wear your mask loosely with gaps on the sides. Don't wear your mask so it covers just the tip of your nose. And especially, don't push your mask under your chin to rest on your neck. Do wear your mask so it comes all the way up, close to the bridge of your nose, and all the way down under your chin. Do your best to tighten the loops or ties so it's snug around your face, without gaps. Wearing a mask takes some getting used to, for sure, but as we do our part at Cal U to slow the spread of coronavirus, it's important to wear a mask the way it's intended to be worn. Stay safe, Vulcan Nation. Wear a mask.
Welcome back here in Wild Things Park as Patrick Gumka comes up to bat, or up on the mound for Cal U, as pinch hitter Jake Felton's going to come up. Get his first appearance of the series. Pitch upstairs and in, ball 1. The pitch. Gumka's pitch misses low and away. 2-0 the count. Gumko sets and delivers. Called strike. Make 1. 2-1 the count. Gumko sets and delivers. Outside. And for ball 3. Pitch. Called strike, and that's going to run the count full. Gumko sets and delivers. That one's hit hard out to center field, and that'll be out number 3. So Sarah Gias is going to get the win for Cal U. Your final score, 11-6. Cal U wins it. They'll pick up with this series tomorrow. Well, I'm John Sakaguchi. Nolan Beislein on camera. Gary Smith is over and the reduction table. Till next time, good night, California.